Again, number 7 says there's equation of horizontal axis. It says there's 2 of them, and I'm expecting to see that. So what I'm going to do over here is go through it. All right. So I'm going to go the limit as x approaches infinity. That's a positive number, and you got 9 x to the 1/3. On bottom, what do you get? 64 x squared plus 10, but it's to the 1/6 power. All right, so I'm going to climb over here. On top, the highest degree variable is x to the 1/3. On bottom, the highest degree variable is actually x squared to the 1/6 power. All right? Now, one thing you should realize when you're in positive land, that this x to the 1/3 on top is identical to this thing on the bottom. They're both the same thing. All right? They're both, x to the 1/3, but x to the 1/3 positive numbers is x to the 1/3. No trouble there. So I'm going to divide the top by this, and what do you get? 9. And I'm going to divide the bottom by this over here. And let's just do that. You can get 64 plus 10 divided by x squared. That's all raised to the 1/6 power. What do you get there? Well, the limit at the top is just 9. And the limit at the bottom is 64 plus, well, if you go to infinity, 10 divided by infinity squared is 0. And you get 64 to the 1/6. I'll write that over here for you. Well, let's take a look. 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. It's 2. So it's 9 over 2. So the horizontal asymptote, as we go towards infinity, would be y equals 9 over 2. All right? Let's look at the key, see if we got that. I do see that over there. And they do mention that this here, I might have wrote it a little differently. Let's see, not much differently, but it's true for if x greater than 0. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to get my eraser out, go to the second part of it. And I want to go towards minus infinity now. It's always tricky when you go to minus infinity. Let's put that down. So I'll write limit as x goes towards minus infinity. And you get 9x to the 1/3. Remember, Math 119, you want both directions. And at bottom, you get 64 x squared plus 10. And that's going to be to the 1/6 power. All right, now I'm going towards minus infinity. And I notice that the highest degree variable on top is x to the 1/3. On bottom, what it's going to be, it's actually x squared to the 1/6 power. All right, now I got trouble over here, and someone says, what are your troubles? I mean, why is that such a big trouble? When you go to minus infinity, all right, this guy, the first guy's fine, but the second guy's not fine. What's it going to be? This second guy would be this over here. That's what that would be. All right? So I'm going to say, when you go towards minus infinity, that this guy here is really the same thing as this guy over here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to divide the top by that minus x to the 1/3 power. Write that down for you. You would get minus 9 on top. What do you get on bottom? Well, you get 64 plus 10 over x squared to the 1/6 power. What does that give you? Well, minus 9 on top. The bottom would be 64 to the 1/6. Gee, that's deja vu all over again. So that's going to be minus 9 over 2. So what's the horizontal asymptote? Y equals minus 9 over 2. When we go towards minus infinity, let's see if that's written in the key. And again, I'm looking for certain facts. I do see this fact written over here. And I see this one over here. We're good to go to the next question. Thank you.